Hey guys, 2Kill here. So I got all my characters to level 6 and pretty much finished with the game. So I've been asked a lot for tips and tricks, so I'm going to attempt a video here. And one of my tips and tricks is for short runs you usually want to take a full stack of both food and torches, one shovel. For mediums you want a stack and a half of both food and torches, 2 shovels. And for longs you want 2 full stacks of torches and food and 3 to 4 shovels depending on if you have any de-stressors or high crit. Try to have at least one stunner in your group other than your Vestial. The reason being, if the fight begins to get away from you and you're taking a lot of damage, you can pretty much stun lock and keep things stunned and keep the fight under control and swing it your way. And it's also really nice that if your characters are really low, you can recover really easily. And probably the best stunners in the game is the Bounty Hunter, because at level 5 his Flashbang is a 200% mod and he can almost stun anything in the game, as well as the Hellion has a 200% mod on her Scream, which hits the 2 front characters. And another good thing about running the Bounty Hunter and stunning, his finishing move will, I think it has like a 65% damage boost, and it really helps a lot with the. Also, on deciding which dungeons to run, if you're starting out the game or even if you're mid game, you want to farm as much gold and heirlooms as possible. So it's always better to try to do short runs rather than medium and long runs, just because the long and medium runs give you more resolve experience, so your characters will level up faster, and they'll be at the next tier of dungeons, and you may not have all that loot. So even long runs, the loot difference between long and mediums is really not that big. In long runs you tend to have to destroy a lot of things just because a limited amount of bag space. And the difference between the short and mediums, it's really not that big of a difference. Just make sure when you're going through the dungeons, if you completely finish the dungeon and you're still in pretty good shape, don't just leave. You may want to explore unexplored areas, and that way to bring your loot up helps a lot. So also, while playing, you want to learn which mobs cause stress, as stress will carry over to your next run. So you want to have your guys as least amount of stress as possible. So learn which mobs are priorities and which one to take out. If you can do that, you can run. I've ran long runs, medium runs, without ever needing to use a campfire, and gotten out of there with 0 stress. Another thing that you probably should keep track of is which mobs have already attacked that turn. There might be no reason to, if you can get the killing shot, to not kill a mob that has already attacked. It's better to go for the mob that hasn't attacked, and you're getting rid of that extra turn that he may have had otherwise. So always keep track of which mobs have gone first, and if you can, make them a priority to kill before they get their attack off. So another thing I like to do is I have about 4 Vestials in my roster, just because they're so much better healers than Occultist. In my opinion, Occultists are kind of useless as healers, and if anything, they make okay backup healers. But when using the Vestial, one little neat thing about them is they have a direct damage. I believe it's called Judgment. And instead of wasting the turn and healing yourself, if you have a target with low dodge and you're pretty sure the heal's gonna land and she's not in danger of going down, within the next round or 2, go ahead and use Judgment, and you'll get a nice heal and a good chance to crit and get a killing blow at the same time. Another tip is also, if you're new to the game, you want to upgrade your wagon ASAP. With the more heroes that you have, the more farming you're able to do. and you definitely are going to need that money, and you do not want to level your characters up too fast, or they may be underpowered for the next set of dungeons, which are at level 3. And as well with that, you want to upgrade your hero's attack abilities ASAP to add to the accuracy, because when you do hit the higher dungeons, they will have higher dodge ratings, so their accuracy really helps. And then after that, you can go for your weapons and your armor upgrades. I had success with this game by only buying food, torches, and shovels. I bought nothing else. I decided to save money. I never really used debuffs or buffs. They seem to be a waste of time. They only last 3 rounds, and I would rather do damage or heal. I only lost about 4 to 5 characters, most at the beginning of the game. I think that's pretty good, so hopefully these tips and tricks help you out. And now I'm probably going to start a new campaign with dark runs only, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and there'll be more Darkest Dungeon videos to come. Thank you.